Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Sensei Swole checking in for the first video of 2022. Happy New Year guys. Look, we made it. 2021 was a year. That's what I'm going to leave it at. Lockdowns again, getting freed of lockdowns, almost jumping back into lockdown again because of the new COVID Delta strains, Omicron strains. But yeah, 2021, what a year it was. So even on my Instagram just recently, I made a post sort of highlighting some of my greatest moments throughout 2021, despite all the uncertainties, adversities, tough times, because it was a roller coaster of a year, you know, trying to actually plan and organize anything, or even trying to set up some sort of a schedule because of the times that we're in at the moment. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm still pretty happy with what I managed to accomplish throughout 2021. I hope you guys managed to kick some goals as well. Main one obviously was competing again, so second time competing on the bodybuilding stage. It was meant to be a 12-week prep initially. That escalated into 24 to 25 weeks. But look, at the end of the day, I'm happy that the competitions did actually happen. There obviously was that high chance, I'd say probably 95% chance that the competitions wouldn't even happen. And like many other people who were prepping, I could have pulled out of the prep. I was only 5 days in out of that 25 weeks of preparing for the competitions. I could have easily just taken that second half of 2021 as an off season and not worried about competing. But I was holding on to that slight bit of hope that the competitions would happen. And not only did we compete once, we hit 3 competitions in the span of 4 weeks. Yeah, no, it was awesome. Managed to add a lot of new hardware to the collection. 10 medals in total from this year's competition, in addition to the 3 that I won in 2020, first time competing. But other than that, many other things, you know, like having my weight loss journey and bodybuilding journey published on bodybuilding.com, the local newspaper, which is the leader, finishing my degree, working as a fully qualified radiographer, many other things, getting a new car as well, which I didn't put up in that post. But yeah, I'm just super happy that I managed to keep my head down and still, you know, just stay on that grind and focus, which I'll be honest, it isn't easy. So if many of you didn't, you know, manage to fulfill your goals or expectations for the year, don't let it get the better of you. Just try and focus on what you can do now that things are sort of normal in a way. Because look, I honestly don't think we're going to go into another lockdown. The country just cannot afford it. Speaking of Australia, but look, just set some goals up, plan for the best. Hopefully the worst won't happen again, which means a lockdown, and just try and kick some goals. I know a lot of people who are prepping for the comps in April this year, so for the bodybuilding side of things. So that seems to be a green light for most people, which is awesome. And yeah, now I kind of want to touch on what my plans are for 2022 in regards to myself, Ajay Sharma. What are my plans? What do I plan to do outside of YouTube, and what do I plan to do with the channel Sensei Swole? So the main thing I want to address, what people are thinking, is when will I be competing next? Initially, I thought I was going to go full throttle out of the November and December 2021 shows and maintain the physique and hit the stage again coming up in April 2022. But now I've decided to change things up, which is very hard for me to actually commit to, is staying away from the stage for all of 2022. Now, I love competing. I wish I could do every show coming up April or November. But at the end of the day, even though I may manage to get the win with my current physique, I want to make sure that when I step on stage each time, there's a wow factor. There's something that just impresses myself, the audience, and the judges. So I've never really had an off season. I've always kind of dropped weight and maintained throughout this weight loss journey. So basically what I'm planning to do from January to December of 2022, so starting now, is have an off season. So I am going to let my body recover, but just train as hard as I can, because I'm obviously going to be upping the food. Now, I'm not going to do this in a way of like bulking or dirty bulking. I've set up a sort of a realistic goal for myself, which is going from my current weight, which is about 75 kilos now, slightly up from stage weight, to about 90 or 92 kilos by the end of December, which, to be honest, is quite a conservative weight gain because it's only going up about 17 kilos in about 12 months ideally. And that's going to be obviously with monitoring everything, doing check-ins, still making sure that I'm not putting on too much fat during this process, meaning that I still want to maintain some sort of definition across my body to know that I'm not going off the rails too much. And if I ever do, then I'll know how to reel it back or do some sort of a mini cut to sort of clean things up before resuming the off-season gaining period. So that's pretty much my plans on what I'm going to do training-wise. Now with the channel, what I'm planning to do is, obviously now that I have some more free time after the competition prep, I plan to do at least a video a week, maybe an additional video here and there as a check-in on how my physique is looking throughout this improvement season from January to December. And that can just be, you know, a weekly or every fortnight check-in of my body weight, how my physique's looking, and how I'm feeling. In addition to normal videos which are training related, food related, recipes which I'm going to start doing again, and things like Q&As. So that's what I'm planning to do with content for the channel. And other than that, one other thing which I'm excited to sort of get started soon, I'm not going to put a exact time frame on it, but maybe February or March in 2022, is I want to create some sort of platform where I can help people and create some sort of a program or tailored service. So I might start some sort of my own online coaching soon. I've even got like a name and everything set up, which I'm not going to announce until I'm just about to launch that service. But basically it's not just for people preparing for competitions or anything like that. For general people, either if they have experience or don't have experience in training, in diet, or just having a meal program they can follow, just to sort of give them an idea of portion sizes they should be having. And like what I've done with many of my family members as well, this doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to put you on a standard, chicken, broccoli, and rice diet. One thing I did with the diet to make it more friendly and approachable for family members was let them keep current foods they were having, so home cooked meals and all that, but just give them portions to weigh out. That way I gave them an idea of how much they should be eating, and then when they're ready to take the next step or start plateauing in the weight loss or muscle gain, then I sort of give them a more structured program and certain foods to eat. Planning to kick that off, let's say late February, early March, and I'll have the banners, logos, everything set up. I'll probably create a separate Instagram for that. YouTube necessarily doesn't need to be created for that. It'll just be going off the Sensei Swole, which I have here. But yeah, so off season for the whole year. Not competing until 2023. We'll do weekly check-ins or fortnightly check-ins to show you guys how I'm going and how I'm approaching this improvement season. And then also launching my own kind of service to help people out there. I've helped a lot of people already, so if they're happy to, or they'll probably actually let me show how I've helped them in testimonies, so you guys know that I'm actually backing what I'm saying here. That's pretty much the main plans I have right now. But yeah, now I'm excited to put out more content and stuff for you guys in 2022. And now that I finally have more time on my hands, why not create some cool stuff and put more time into my videos as well. So I'm gonna start using different editing programs soon, and hopefully make the videos more interactive and fun for you guys, or just make things pop out more, chuck in some memes, whatever. But yeah, big year ahead. I want to share it all with you guys. If you ever have any questions, feel free to drop that in the comment section of the video. Hit me up on the Instagram, which is always in my about info section and in the description of this video. And yeah, as always, I'd appreciate if you could drop a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So that's it for now. Happy 2022, guys. 2021 was a big year and a tough year, but hopefully this year is much better, structured, and organized. Sensei Swole checking out for the first video of 2022. Catch you guys in a bit.